myself. Okay, dream so big that they think I'm crazy. Let out the beast, no, they can't tame me. Don't play with me, better mind your business. I cannot stop now, I ain't finished. I'ma keep on going till I got that. Okay, the way that I'ma do it, they can't top that. No way. Critics trying to hate, but I don't talk back, I know that. I know the kid with the blue.
Turn around, go upside down.
Yo, what's good guys? Welcome back to the channel. You just saw my 355 kilos, 782 pounds for a 3 sets of 3, week 4. Definitely a very hard workout. Before we talk about it, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave any questions you have for me in the comment section below. As always, if you guys need help with your training, don't forget to check out Proven Strength app. Link for that description below. We're up to 38 programs now, designed by Andy and myself, ranging from beginner, intermediate, advanced, 3, 4, 5 day programs, powerlifting, power building, bodybuilding, bench only, squat only. You can also follow along with our own training, which for me is the Ghost Clash Off-Season 2025. Go ahead, check that out. World record programming at a fraction of the cost of a one-on-one coach. I also just added a 4-day option for the Power Building Beauty and Beast program. So go ahead, check that out. You also get added to our private Discord where you ask questions, get form checks, and talk about training. And if you guys are using it, don't forget to tag myself and Proven Strength on Instagram so we can share your videos. So like I said, week 4, last week of the training block, halfway through the off season. Worked up to 3 sets of 3, 355 kilos, 782 pounds. Yeah, it was a really tough deadlift session. Doing straight sets on deadlift is definitely a weak point for me, especially reps. It just tires me out, especially as a conventional puller. It's a lot harder to do rep work versus like a sumo puller, just because the range of motion is, I mean, quite simply, it's smaller. So each rep, you're doing significantly more work. It's not more like strength necessarily. It's not more maximum like force output, but the amount of force over a distance is going to equal more work in a conventional pull. So yeah, doing reps with unconventional is pretty tough. And yeah, definitely felt it. The first set moved actually super well. I'm very happy with how that moved. Second set, again, felt very good. I was feeling pretty good. And then by the third set, I just kind of, the fatigue started to kick in. Mentally, I was pretty drained at that point. I tried playing my belt one notch tighter, and that definitely didn't help. The first rep was quite a grinder. Second one, very much a grinder. And I was questioning if I was going to even be able to do the third rep. Grounded out, wasn't the cleanest rep, but I'm happy with getting it. 3 sets of 3, definitely a volume PR for me on deadlift. This is set me up for a really good second half of the block, or the off season, which is still going to be triples, but instead of those straight sets, it's just going to be one top set triple. So I kind of think of splitting up the blocks as the first half being like volume based, hypertrophy, I guess, if you want to do like straight sets. And then the second half is going to be more like a strength block where I'm working up to a top set. So that's kind of how I think of programming wise. Very happy with how the session went. It was tough, but it was really rewarding to get through it. And I'm looking forward to these last 4 weeks of deadlift training before I get back into singles, leading into power surge. The goal for week 4 is going to be something around like 370 to 375 kilos on that week 4. If I can hit that, that sets me up very well to be hitting something well into the mid-9s at power surge. In a minute, you'll see my secondary bench day where I was out in Cape Cod, trained at Invictus, barbell, hit a 4x5, well, it was supposed to be a 4x5. We'll talk about that in a bit. But yeah, enjoy this workout. All right, so that was my secondary bench session, which, as you saw, the plan was to go 4 sets of 5 at 425 pounds, about 193 kilos. Didn't quite hit that. Honestly, kind of coming into the session, I was not super confident that I was going to get all 5. To be honest, getting the first 2, I was pleasantly surprised by. I felt good about like getting the first one, but the second, third, and fourth set, I did not think was going to be there, because the last couple of weeks I've been getting stronger like week to week, in a sense, also getting weaker because coming off gear, but just kind of getting used to the rep schemes, just based on like the fatigue of like how each set was kind of compounding from like week 1 to week 3. I knew I could get like 5 reps at 425, but I was kind of worried that it would be such a high RPE that it would just tire me out, then I wouldn't be able to get like the other sets. Luckily, I was able to get the second set. Honestly, I think maybe the third possibly could have been there, but I didn't have a spotter. Set 4, the fatigue kicked in, and on top of that, I kind of set up a little bit too far back, so I couldn't quite get my bar path. Overall, I'm happy with the workout. I was out in Cape Cod for a work trip, so I had been traveling. It was a fairly long day, so I'll take it, honestly. Week 4, especially bench, usually week 4 is like I kind of push the limits on those ones. I'm not afraid to fail a bench. A good like finishing point for first off-season block, and then this next block, we can kind of lock in a little bit more. Strength should be a little bit more like baseline. This first block is usually a little bit of like tougher to deal with, especially because like bench strength drops the most, I would say, when I get off gear. And I mean, I am running like TRT. I'm like 140 milligrams per week right now. Yeah, there's still definitely a significantly drop in bench, whereas like this next 4-week block, I should kind of level out a little bit and be able to like start building the strength back up to get to a good baseline for when I start actually like taking my cycle again for leaning into the power surge. So yeah, things are in a solid spot. I'm pretty happy with how week 4 bench went. Looking forward to this next 4-week block. We'll keep pumping out the videos. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you in the next one.